We need to cross stateside, as they say, and you'll love this because you love a bit of new media, don't you, John Cross?
I do.
We're keeping in touch with bloggers around the world, amongst other things, on the Friday Night Forum here on Arsenal TV Online. Tonight we're crossing to Indianapolis in Indiana to speak to one of the bloggers for ArsenalReviewUSA.com. That's ArsenalReviewUSA.com. Welcome, Carl Van Buren. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having us on.
Very, very good to speak to you. Have you got a view on this loan player business? You see, you know, in American sport, they've got the minor leagues, haven't they?
Right. Yeah. Are you speaking of the soccer? Or?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, in American sports like baseball, football, there are kind of minor leagues where players can go and it's not first team, but it's kind of there's preparation to be done there. You know, a promising youngster comes out of college or whatever it is, and they'll go and play minor league baseball for 4 or 5 years before they get a sniff of the first team. But it brings them. It means when they do hit the first team, they're ready. Right.
Yeah. And typically, you know, if someone's going to sign a contract out of college or, you know, out of high school or something as a youngster, they have plenty of opportunities to play at some of the lower levels and get plenty of experience before they, you know, head to the big leagues and, you know, apply their trade at the top level. So typically, yeah, in the United States, they have every opportunity to prove themselves before they have to do it, you know, in the big leagues. So,
Kyle, how did Wednesday night go down in the United States? I just wonder what you've been writing about since Wednesday.
Well, actually, the focus of Arsenal Review USA is actually a podcast, and we put it out weekly on the weekend. And but you know, generally, I think the people that we've talked to around the country has been fairly positive. I mean, obviously, it's disappointing to lose to Spurs, and we never want to do that. But I think people are staying positive. They're proud to be a Gooner. They're proud to be Arsenal fans, and you know, we appreciate the way you know Arsene Wenger's taken this team from youth and from pretty, you know, obscurity in the late 90s to the things that he's done over the years. And I think, generally speaking, it's a pretty positive attitude. We're looking forward to, you know, finishing the year strong. You never want to lose, but I think, in general, it's been really positive, and I think people are just proud to be a Gunner.
Yeah. Do you kind of pick out your own sort of players of the season and goals of the season and that kind of who will you be kind of come season's end, whether it's blogging or podcasting or Twittering or whatever it is you do, whatever it is you young people get up to, I don't know, really, I don't. All I do is make a call on my phone. And But will you be doing a kind of player of the season thing? Will you be looking back on the season as a whole?
Yes, definitely. I think, you know, with the majority of the Arsenal world, I think, how can you not give it to Fabregas? But, you know, my co-host and I, Joel McNamara, you know, we talked a lot about Thomas Vermaelen and just the amazing transformation from coming from, you know, the Dutch league to play in the Premier League. People say so much that it takes 12 months to, you know, 18 months to adapt. And, you know, he's just played so well and just been such a huge attribute to the team. And, I mean, how can you not look at someone like him who has been so vitally important to the success of the team this year?
Absolutely. It took him about 12 or 18 hours to adapt, I think, didn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Just generally speaking, I actually ran into, you probably know him, Joshua Templeton, is it? Lads who from Maryland, Baltimore, who I ran into on the way back from Barcelona. And I do love that business, you know, that getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and finding a bar with 100 other Arsenal. And right. To be fair, they were more disappointed than most, I have to say. No, actually, they were absolutely as disappointed as the rest of us. But they'd had this, you know, that whole business of kind of travelling over to see games. And, you know, Joshua had made a point of getting to European games. First time I think he'd ever seen Arsenal lose in Europe. And I have to say, he took it pretty bad. But the commitment is there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's always a special experience to be able to, you know, make the pilgrimage, if you will, overseas and see the team that you love and support so much. And, I've had the opportunity once so far to visit Highbury in 2004 on the Boxing Day fixture, and it's just something so magical when you don't get to see European soccer every day. You're surrounded by the American sports, almost ad nauseum in our media and on a daily basis, and it's just refreshing to be able to go over and see the team play the beautiful football that they play, and yeah, it is really a great experience.
Kyle, great experience to have you with us, mate. If we don't speak again before the end of the season, have a great summer, and we will, I'm sure, renew acquaintances come 2010, 2011. Thanks for being with us tonight on the Fans Forum. 0207, that was Carl Van Buren, by the way, from Indianapolis. And if you want to catch that podcast and the website, it's ArsenalReviewUSA.com. So ArsenalReviewUSA.com.